Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just trying to figure out how we're gonna do the world. So I found actually kind of a neat site. And like this map genie, it kind of shows how a lot of the other games are set up, which I thought was kind of neat. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 looks kind of like a small map. But I was trying to figure out like what's some good maps, because I mean, oh, it might be bigger than that actually. You have like, because I was thinking about something similar where you have different areas, so you got different biomes. So it's probably could turn down here. I was like, what would be a good one? I wonder if I think they have. They have Breath of the Wild. Yeah, they do. So I was just trying to like, I wanted to look at different ones. We can do. I think we can. Not try to shut all those off, but. Oh, hide all. There we go. So we can kind of look at how the map's set up. So you have like the desert over here, you know, like plains, and then each of the different areas have some sort of mountains. I think up over here was more snow, if I remember right. Then on over here was more kind of like a tropical, like a rainforesty biome, and then of course you had to, you know, your I don't want to say lava, but you're like just hot area. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure out, kind of getting some ideas that we could use. I think Tears of the Kingdom actually had a little bit more because of the pretty much the same, but idle. But each had the depth too, which is what I wanted to look at. Oh yeah, so you had the forest too. I forgot about that. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. So here, I don't know how big this map's going to be. I was kind of looking this morning to try to figure that out. There we go. It's just really slow because I'm super far back. Like this is huge. This is as big as Unreal can have it. And I think that might be a little too big. But I don't know what these quads mean. So if we go down, if we like even just cut it in half, it's like, I don't know. And this is like, okay, I think we hit F. Actually, we can, yeah, here we go. Actually, F is not working for some reason. All right, whatever. Oop, I forgot you gotta. If I hit play. I didn't set it up yet. Okay, my bad. Let's go back. Oop. I haven't set it up yet. So if you look, that's like, I mean, this is probably pretty big. I think this would probably be big enough. Because if you look, you can barely see that little square. Like, I can't really like, won't let me unselect it. I think this probably might be big enough. Because I also have some other stuff I can open real quick. There's I was messing around earlier today, so we set up some or I imported some of the biomes that I do have. So it would have been here, biomes. So we have all the biomes that I have. It's gonna take me a minute to open, but yeah, let's just create this real quick. I think that should be fine. Material, I didn't want any material right now. We could figure that out, because I think how this is set up, like if we look at this specifically, like if we go underneath, it looks like you see how they have like this, so this is where you would walk, but if you go down like into the rock and below it, it has like all the water. So I'm trying to figure out if that's like, what is this? So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna have to do that. But this is like one of the ones I have, so it's like a tropical biome. I could probably use some of the stuff in here, like on the beach and stuff, for the sand for like a desert, along with some of the rocks. What is this? It is the crab. But yeah, so that's one of them. Does have a volcano? I'm kind of looking. There's some. Like the water looks kind of weird, but like it's moving though, so it's kind of nice. Gotta have a crab. Yeah, I have to figure out like how to even get them all moving and stuff too. I don't even know. Oh, they're right there. What? Oh, it's gone. Like I can't select it, so I don't know. Like I'm not even playing. Like if I were to play, so you're not running around. I don't, because there's no character with this. It kind of looks weird though. Like it's stretched out across. Yeah, so we have some beach stuff too. So we could use the sand for the beach. Like also I said, or yeah, all I'll say is I have like this type. So I have all this stuff. I have a swamp and then a jungle. So I can open those up real quick too, so you guys can take a look. The swamp's kind of neat. The atmosphere of it. It's more kind of like dark when it opens. Let me go back. I'll open the other one too. The meadow. Wait. Tropical swamp and meadow. Okay. Yeah, so this is the jungle, or not the jungle, this is a swamp. So you had, it's like more dark, which is kind of what I would think. I just saw that bird just just fly down on the ground. Like I said, I'm just kind of showing you guys what I have. We'll have to figure out how to do this. I thought I saw a bird do that, and then the meadow's actually the meadow. There we go. It's kind of nice. But we'll create this. I think this might be all right. It's not too horribly big. If we zoom in. Oh wait, for textures. Oh. Here is the other one that I have. So the water here looks like it looks a lot better. It actually looks like it's rippling over the lilies, or what, lily pads. And then we have all these trees too. So I know you can, in Unreal, you can grab all these trees and you could have them set up. So some trees will be more predominant when you're kind of like painting, while others won't be. So you'd have to put each one in there like individually. But yeah, so this is kind of what this looks like, which I thought was kind of neat. Like Stonehenge over here. So yeah, they completely covered the entire area with grass. That's what I'm trying to figure out if that's something that I should do, because the grass is kind of taxing, I guess. All right, so if we push play. Okay, so it's just a little bit above. All right, so if we hang on, so let's go out. So we're right there. So if we go over to the edge, out of curiosity, we can do. We got sculpting, so we want to. This is sculpt. If I make this like really big, can I see this? So if I push play. Wow, like you can just see that off in the distance. Okay. I'm not gonna have it too big, I guess. We're gonna be kind of small. But geez, how long will it take us to run over there? That's pretty far. So the next thing we want to do though is try to figure out how like at the edge of the maps, what we want to do, we can either make mountains at the edge of the map so you can't go up those, or I think in because I've been using a lot of like the Breath of the Wild and whatnot. I think at the edge of that map you could run off the edge and you just plummet. Can't edit landscape and pie. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna have it be. I think there's a way where you can just kind of create like an even bigger map. I'm just not sure how. I think you can import a bigger one. Jeez, man, look how far you have to run. This isn't. It's not my. I'm having an issue with the running animation. I got the crouch worked out. Yeah, so the crouch looks like it works. Ooh, the jumping. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, we're still running. Okay, so that might be all right. I mean, that might be a little bit big. Like I said, I'm just kind of checking some stuff out. So we can save this map real quick. I think. Save current level as... I don't know what it's saved as. I don't know where it's saved to. I don't know anything. There we go. So if we do maps... maybe I did the wrong one. We do maps. So this is going to be, we're going to save it as 127 map test. So that is pretty big. I don't think I want to do 256. 256 is way bigger. So what we could do now is just do a new level. I think I did basic last time. Let's try open world. So this, no, we don't want that. That's literally what I have already. So no, we don't want that. So let's do new level. I think I did basic. Create. Okay, so here's, oh, I know what I did. Yeah, we want this. So then we can go up here and go back to landscape. And then we did 63. So let's create this one. I thought it was 64. Oops. So where are we at real quick? Okay, so I think we're in the middle of the map. So if we go out over here, just make a random hill. Okay, push play. Yeah, that looks like it's a lot closer. All right, we can do that. This one looks all right. Maybe. I mean, hopefully we don't have to run halfway across the world to it. There we go. So, all right, let me look into the I'm looking to see if... Okay, so with okay, so what happens if you go to the... Here we go. What happens if you go to the edge of the border? So yeah, so there might be... Let me see something real quick. Okay. I don't know. I mean, this probably be a lot better size map, I would think. Maybe even a step down. So this is 63 map tests. And then we'll just do a new level. do a basic create, and then we'll do landscape, and then we'll do 631 create. So that if we zoom out, that should probably be fine. I mean, even that's still pretty far. I think as I figure this out, I think we should probably want to know what I think this would probably be a good one. This 31, maybe from the middle. Let's see. Let's try to do over on the other side. Build another one of these things. If we go up, so we escape. So if we do like over here, which is pretty much kitty corner. Okay, play. Oops. Over here real quick, so we can play from here. Play from there. All right. I mean, what do you guys feel? Do you think this is probably pretty good? I mean, I know a lot of other games you could kind of run across the map. It would take a while to run across. Like, I don't know, what, 10 minutes or something or more? I don't know. This seems to be doing pretty good, I think. Hey, Andrew, how you doing over on there on YouTube? Haven't seen you in a bit. How you doing? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So both Maz and Andrew both said that's probably pretty big enough. Okay. So now, so the other thing that I'm gonna have to look at doing is you can create. Let me get over here real quick because it's. I don't know, what was that, about a minute? But then again, we can have like caves and stuff, so I'm not really too concerned, I guess. Like this could just be the overworld, and then you have caves to do some other things. Yeah, so basically what I was thinking is, you know, what are we going to do with things that are outside this map? So like out here in the blue area. So what you can do is bring out, I don't think I have anything. I might have to, I don't think, we don't want material. I just gotta remember how to do this. Okay, so we do have rocks. That's like a small rock, so you can literally, oops, wow, so fast. It might be way too slow. But yeah, you can have like stuff out there that kind of hides it. Like I can like have this come up. And then like, so this could be like a ring of like a mountains around, and then you can actually have it so, hey, you have mountains here, but like above these mountains on the border, you have like other ones that are up higher and they look like they're further back, to kind of give it more of a, like an immersive feel that, hey, you know, there's things beyond here, but we can't go there type of thing. So this looks like it probably would work. I think it was 31 map test. So we have that. But I'd have to open it. Let me open it real quick. Oh, I thought it came with oh, it does again. So if we do here and here, I need to open that Fantasy Kingdom that I have, because it has a lot of additional things with it. I can show you guys here in a second. Yeah, but one of the fun things is trying to figure out how you want to set your world up. So like I was saying, I do have, like I could do something like this. So you have like a water on one side and then a desert. And I think over here, what happens is that you could just fall off. I don't remember off the top of my head. I might have to go play it again and see. Ooh, still opening. There it is. So yeah, so in here we have, I do need to actually can migrate this over. It's going to take a while and I hope it doesn't crash anything. So that's your content folder. So you want to do this. Yeah, you've come a long way from a bunch of blocks on the screen from Andrew. Yes, I've been doing some stuff. Oh wait, an asset already exists. No, we don't want to overwrite anything. I'm just migrating. I'm not really too worried about some of the stuff, but we can. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh no, it's not. Okay, is it done? We can go over here and look. So we have, yeah, it's done. So here's everything. But yeah, if you look here, some of the stuff, like this is like a whole piece. So I can like lift this up. So yeah, some of this is like a whole piece and whatnot. So we could try to figure out how to do some of the stuff I mentioned. And then you got like this over here, which is just pretty freaking huge. So we could do that in the background on another side. But so yeah, similar to this, you know, you have your, so slow. I want to try to see what happens if you go too far out. So if I play from here. Okay, so it just keeps, how far out does this go? Like it looks like it goes forever. Oh wait, is it come? Okay, we're gonna stop. All right. Okay, so wow, it goes out, we're way out here. Oh, so that, you want to know what? I think like this is all that we can offer right for here, but we can expand out and have it go out more. So we could do that. It is very slow though. There we go. But yeah, so just to let you know, I do have, you know, I can shift and run. I'm trying to figure out how to get the animations to work for that, but then you can crouch. I did all this myself and it all looks really good, except for that kind of does. I mean, it'll work. I mean, it immediately starts running after you land, so I think it'll be all right. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on. And I still need to do the dodge. I've been having some issues trying to find out exactly how to do the dodge because people are like, hey, do it this way. And I'm like, well, in order for me to do it that way, I have to do everything else you've did up to that point because you're incorporating everything you did into that. And I would have to figure out how to not do that. And I probably could. I probably just like, I don't know, not giving myself enough credit that I should, which happens. But yeah, I think we should be good here. We do have, so one of the neat things, like I said, you could paint. I think it was paint, wasn't it? Oh, no, it wasn't paint. It was, you can do foliage and you can drop all the foliage you have in here. And then you can, weigh out how much per, each one, I think, that you would want to do. So if we were to put in, since this is just a test right now, we can kind of mess around with it. So models, environments. So let's say we wanted to do what's in foliage mode. We can put in, start just putting in stuff real quick. So let's do that. Did I put it all in? Okay, I guess I did. So then, yep. See, and that's what happens, right? So you have all this. Let me, oops. No, I didn't mean to do that. See, that's a bad thing. Let me do, let me go into selection and then you can right click, play from here. So yeah, this is what that looks like. It looks horrible, right? Looks way too thick. Actually, yeah, way too thick, but you have trees, and you got the bushes. So you would want to, I don't remember exactly how, but you can edit how the foliage is done. Let me zoom out. We can remove, that didn't work. Oop. Erase. We could just erase everything. And of course it does that because it's so thick. But yeah, I'm just trying to remember how to. So you can turn down, all right, turn on the density. All right, that's right. You can turn down the density. So let's say we want 0.05. Brush size is fine. And I only want to do, like, we can unselect the ones we don't want to do. So I only want to do that tree. I might, oh wait, I did erase. So we wanted to do paint. See, now it only did 100. So we can, which probably is a little bit too much. Like I said, I'll have to, slowly figure out like how much I want to do. And it's putting some bushes. I mean, this looks pretty good, right? But you have to be really careful when you're doing this because of like how much memory that your game's going to use. I don't think it's lagging. It doesn't look on either screen like it's really lagging. So but yeah, then we can just go back and erase it real quick. But yeah, we can tell what the density is. Hey, we want to brush this big and we can do that. I mean, look how I did 0.05. And if we look at the density of this, it shouldn't, like, that's just a lot. So it would even need to be like even more. So foliage, so we'd want like 0.00005 maybe. And then if we do right here, look, that's what that is. It's, hey, here's a tree and here's a bush. So that's like a little, like, so then you, like I said, you just have to mess around with it to see how much, that looks better. So what then you could do is, oh, we got some ads. So I'm going to hold off real quick on that. But yeah, we need to kind of figure out how we want to set some stuff up. So we can erase all this though. Okay, so we can't really erase that. Landscape. Flatten. Brush size. No fall off. Oh, sculpt, my bad. We want to erase. Smooth, I guess. Oh no, it broke. I broke it. I think I broke it. I forgot ads were running still. Okay, so well, I guess we could probably just recreate this map. That's fine. So we know how big we want it, and I guess we can kind of sit down and create it a little bit. So yeah, let's do that. So we can do, I did save this. We can go into our game. I saved it under maps. Testing map, we saved it there. So let's, we just need to leave. Don't save. Oh, there we go. And then we come back. I could probably, okay, it's still like that, dang it. So let's, so we don't need these anymore. Sitting in that one. What's this one? Okay, I don't want that one. Testing area. I don't want that one either. I think it was in starter content. Default. Yeah, this one. Oh, it just, okay. Okay, hang on, where are we at? Maps. We'll just delete these because now we know how big we want it. And then we can kind of start figuring out what we want to do with the water. Okay, so yep, the force deletes. And like when you're playing, okay, we're back. So when you're playing, like say like Oblivion, like the latest one, moved over here, some seems like more happening on the Twitch. Maybe. All right. Do new map, basic. All right. So now we can create our landscape real quick. We know we're going to want 31. I could probably delete that here in a second. Let's see. I'm kind of curious on something. If we do that and we do this and this, let me switch this over. Okay, I'm just seeing what's going on. So 31 times 2, it's 1. Okay, so, oh, that's way too small. Number of components, 20 by 20. There we go. That might be a little better. All right, so let's save this. I don't know what we're gonna name. You know, we're just gonna name the map World Map. Oops, create. I don't have a name for anything right now, so we're there. If we go to our game, we go to our maps. We're going to save it as the world map. Sure, why not? Okay, so push play. Okay, so we have this. So then we got to figure out, we could actually expand out from this. We don't have to. That's the issue though. Like, oops. Shoot. Oh, wait. Okay. We don't want to sculpt. Let's go to manage. So the issue is, I don't know what I just did. Can I add a new? So we can add to it. I could probably put in something like, so let's say we did water. So if we looked at the other one, we looked at this, you know, this is all water that we can be on top of until here, and then would fall off. So we'd have to figure out how to, you know, be able to swim in the water. But we can do something like this. Because this is just water. Oh, it's flooding. No. Right there probably is pretty good. Is there more water here? What does this do? See, it's more water, so that's what we could do too, is kind of make like a river, and then we could put the water thing on top. So we have a water plane. We'd have to just figure out how to swim in it. We can do here. Where's that? This? Oh, it's this one. Let's go up. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Just trying to figure out how I want to start working on the map. So let me think. What could we do? Let's get out of here. Let's go in here real quick. Water. We do have a lot of... Let's not do that right yet. Select. All right. I'm a little slow, but let's get down here. So if we do water. Oop. I mean, we can make it really big. Okay. All right, so let's think about this. So we're going to... Do we have any sand? So we have a texture for sand. So if I can put that out here. Oh, maybe not. Landscape. Yeah, so I can switch this to water. I don't know what that is. I'm just kind of looking at stuff. We can switch it to whatever if we wanted, but I think we don't want to do that. Hang on, let me look. I'm trying not to take too much from one specific game. Let's look at our map. We go back. They have a ton of different game maps that we could use to take a look at. So let's say, we take a look at this. We can hide all this. So they have, you know, like an island with water around on all sides, which actually we might be a good idea for this to be more like an island. Maybe, you know, the guy washed up on the shore, and or your character washed up on the shore, I should say, and you know, you don't remember anything, kind of like oh, never mind. It's like another Zelda game I could think of. Was it Link's Awakening, I think. See, where you wash up, you know who you are and stuff, but you don't know what's going on until a little later near the end, where the whale tells you. But I mean, that would be a good story, or good thing to do, and actually have like it's a real place rather than like a dream. So we can take a look at something like this. Oh geez. Little Loafin' Max looks like Maxwell Invasion. Yeah, my favorite one is I try to get a whole bunch on there. If you guys see any on Tangia that I don't have that you guys like, let me know. I can easily just switch it over to be Channel Point Redemption, but the lowest I can make it is 150, unfortunately. But yeah, we could probably do something like an island. So if we're gonna do that, what we want to do is figure out how we want the island to look. what the one thing I don't like, I think is this. Like if we went back into, I think, Unreal 4, even earlier 5 versions, like you can like this was all expand. This was a folder that you could expand down and select specific things, and now you can't. Like I can make it. I can make it bigger. I don't want to do that though. There we go. Yeah, I guess we could make this into an island. Maybe down here's like the beach. And maybe have some like inlet with like a river. So we can start doing that real quick. Minimize this. So let's zoom in. So we can sculpting, and then we can left click for this sculpt would make it come up, and I don't want it to come up. Oh shoot, how do you it's fine, but so I want it to not smooth, flat, and ramp erosion hydro. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out how to. That looks like it did go down. So I guess we're just gonna have to do it the other way and have, instead of going down, we're gonna have to reverse it and go up. Oh my gosh, the thing's freezing. Actually, my favorite one is, let me find it real quick. Oh, it's kind of I need to switch those around. That's my favorite one right here.
Made the mistake of wearing my brand new Hoochie Daddy shorts today, and I've been catcalled 17 times. Like, hey boy, what that pee-pee do? I don't know, it pees. It's small, leave me alone.
Oh, I like that one a lot. It's hilarious. All right, so yeah, I guess instead of doing what I want to do, we're just going to have to switch it to do something else. Well, oops, that is way too strong. So let's kind of shape out the island a little bit. I put a rock or something there. There we go. Okay, and then we could probably have some sort of stream that runs in. Oh, I didn't even realize that was over there still. Hang on, let's grab that and delete it. So I'm just making an outline of the actual, like I said, the island. So if we sculpt, I think sculpting is probably going to be the way to go for this, unfortunately. Shoot, let's go a little bit quicker. There we go. Okay. So right here, it's erase. And then, like I said, have a little bit of a river. And then we could probably have it come out. And then have like a little island. And then kind of come in. There we go. Let's erase this though. Okay. We have our island. So I'm gonna have to raise this up. Probably, like I said, the Cinti pack I have, they use, like, if we look here, Fantasy Kingdom, right? So if we go, I think it's, oh man, I think it's in meshes. Weapons? Oh wow. Okay, so they actually have weapons. Nice. Okay, I also have to figure out how to equip those, and bows and arrows. Bows at least. All right. Buildings, houses. So I'm not gonna be using any of these houses. There's probably well, maybe we'll see. I'll probably have to use, with this being an island, some of the stuff I was thinking I'm gonna have to get rid of because of this not being an island, or if this being an island and not something else. Okay. There you go. So if I push play, we can kind of see, we can't really tell what's going on. So if I do, so what we're going to want to do now is turn this down and then make the brush bigger and start making okay, there we go. So we go here. Oh wow, this is this is a little bigger than I anticipated. This is a little bigger, a little bit bigger. Wow. All right, so we have the wow, look how tall this is. This is actually quite a big little area that we could probably put a village up there or some people. I did not anticipate this to be that big. That is huge. That is very large. Let's bring this down maybe a little bit. There we go. Let's shrink. Yeah, very true. I know. So in Unity, which is kind of neat, they have the ability to use the ArcGIS, which is the basically I can go anywhere on Earth and grab an area on Earth and put it into Unity, and you can do that. I forget what it's called, and I saw it. I was like, that's really neat. So I looked up something Unreal can do, and I didn't see anything. So it's kind of sad, but yeah, I mean, that looks all right. I mean, that's, wow. Yeah, we're going to have to completely, like, I mean, I don't know. This is huge. Yeah, it was, shoot. All right, so we're not, yeah, you can go out, grab something from somewhere, and cities too. And Unreal can do cities, kinda, I guess, but that's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, I thought it was really, what's crazy is it's free, but like where I work, we use ArcGIS here where I work. So, but yeah, it's really neat. I wish Unreal had something similar. Like they kind of do. Unreal. So like kind of do. I was looking at this, but I mean, I don't know. I'd try to find like some island like Hawaii, the main island on Hawaii, or like Oahu or something. If I could, but yeah, I don't know. So if you, all right, so we did Arc. All right, so if we do the plugin, I think is what it was. Nope. It's not a plugin. No, it says it's an Unreal plugin. So let's look at Fab. It said it was a plugin, so I don't know. GIS. Yeah, it's not a plugin. Do Fab. Oops. We do Fab. Yeah, if I could grab like an island and just put it in and just use that island, I would be like content with that. That's weird. Where is trying to open Fab, but it doesn't want to open. There we go. So if we search ArcGIS, it's this one, but they have like a 3.8. So I don't know. He's talking about generated buildings, and I don't want procedural buildings. When you view it, goes back here, but I don't know. I guess you could probably download it. See what we have. Oh, so it's in GitHub. See, it's a city engine. That's why I'm like, I don't want to use that, because I want to select where I want to take from and then just use that and get rid of what I don't want. There is the other one I was looking at is this. But I don't know if it costs money or not. So you can literally create. I might look into figuring out how to do this. If it's free, it might be free. But I have to look. But you can create your own stuff and then import it in from Gaia. But I don't know. Yeah, not commercial use. So if I were to end up using it, then yeah, I would have to probably pay for it, which isn't too bad. So I could make something, sell, and then just come back and buy it. That'd be fine. Yeah, I might look into doing this instead, maybe. But we're gonna still dink around trying to figure out some other things, at least in this. Oh no, it was 100. $300 for the Enterprise. But yeah, I wouldn't like, but like this is me. I'm way less. I have zeros, but they have a free version. So if you go back here, so they have a community edition is available for free for evaluation, not commercial use. There's no timer, core usage restrictions. Yeah. So you like another one is my oops. They have a free trial, but the so if you're a like an indie developer or whatever, it's $300 for this, and that's very expensive still, but it's what I mean, everybody uses Maya. I mean, Blender's huge, but Maya's the way to go. So, but yeah, I'm not going to use that at all right now. I don't have that. Maybe later after I pay off all my bills, maybe. But yeah, so I think maybe I'll look into using Gaia, watching some videos, figuring out how to use it later today, and try to make something with it. And then tomorrow, so if anybody, just let everybody know, I will be, I could play like any, because I want to do like a community day on Sundays, so I could play, you know, whatever. I have Repo, I think I have content something, ESO, Fortnite. I have Arma now, Reforger, which is kind of interesting. I haven't played it yet, but I watch people play it. I have Dead by Daylight. So if anybody wants to play any kind of community games, I'll probably play some ESO until someone wants to play something else. So tomorrow, because I need to level up my Arcanist. So I'll probably try to play on him a little bit tomorrow. We can close this though. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of figure out more about the foliage. Cause it's pretty neat. So I could, okay, so that was me. I could put, mine's, I don't even know what level he is. I could look. I think he's level 20, maybe 17, 20, somewhere around there. Let's go. So yeah, I'm a little bit off of max. I don't know, the quickest way to level would probably be to run through dungeons, I would think. But I do want to switch him over to be more of a tank. So, and I have no gear for him to be a tank. I have to completely reset everything up. Switch all his stuff. Probably, I'm not sure if I should do health or stamina. But remove it all from Magicka that I have it as. Because I heard that they're really good tanks. But yeah, this is just like, if we go here. Yeah, we're gonna look at using Gaia. If we go here, this is like wide. Like this is like super. I thought it would be like more narrow, and it's not. I've only been out for about an hour, so we got a little bit of time left. Yeah, let's look. Materials, props. Oh, those are actual props. Never mind. Environment, that's what we want. there's just a ton of stuff, like, which is really nice. There's just a ton of that type of stuff. Core has probably water, swamp. Models. There it is. Yeah, these look more. That looks kind of nice. We got a lot of good stuff here, I think. We could, like I said, we could probably use Gaia to create our little island and then try to import it in and then go from there. But yeah, that's just huge. Like, I'd have to narrow that down quite a bit. If we pop up here. Yeah, so I mean, that's actually, can you let me look at paint real quick. I'm kind of curious about that. So dungeon is fast leveling if you have a group of carry you through. If you're duoed, then 90% of the first Black Rose prison fight, die, reset, repeat is solo. Anchors are slow but sure method. The anchors that come down from the sky? Is that what those are? The dark anchors you're talking about? I don't remember ever seeing Black Rose prison though. Okay. Yeah, those are pretty rare. I don't see those that often or run across them. Close that. But yes, let me think. Yeah, I got so much to do. I still gotta, like I said, figure out dodge. I have run, but yeah. Oh, so you're actually it's an actual like a Providence, not Providence, like a section of a Providence then. Oh, it's I know where that is too. It's where the red guards are, I think. Alakir. So if we're looking at I think I'm like, what was it? Okay, what do we got? Oops. Okay, so it's right there. Jeez. That seems kind of a little bit crazy, but that'll work. So this is the whole thing? I mean, they're missing like a lot of stuff, looks like still. And that is kind of old though. It's 2023, so they probably have some other things. Yeah, I need to leave that other group still. For the other guild. I'm in 2 guilds. One of them I'm staying in because it's someone the stream team I'm on. The person who created it was playing ESL right now actually. Probably should. Not. There she is. Oh no, she's not. She's playing Dead by Daylight. Never mind. So she usually plays ESO though. Sorry, nah, stay in it just for the trader. They have a really great spot. Oh. I mean, I don't even talk to anybody in the guild at all, honestly. All right. So I guess we're that's what time on Saturdays do you guys do? Like, I'm not even ready at all. Oh, come on. Oh, it's erase. That's why. Paint. Wow, that's way too many. Try this. I am in the Eastern time zone, so right now it's 1 p.m. for me. Okay, so we're fine. All right. I have an idea how to do this. We should be all right with this. Trying to think. What do we? Oh, let's go back here. So the issues I'm having still is. So we go. Game mode, character, player, there we go. Trying to figure this out though. So this run animation I have, I don't know how to grab. Maybe half 6. See the half pass on 6:30. I might be able to do that, depending. Okay, maybe. So we're pretty good on doing this. We'll just use Gaia for the map. It's free. Let me see if I can download it. Which there it is. Oh, I did have it downloaded. Okay. Well, so we'll take a look at that. Golden Pursuit. Okay. I'm not sure what a Golden Pursuit is though. But yeah, I don't think I'm high enough level yet to do some of this stuff. I need to like push and get my guy up leveled up. Like a free battle pass. Oh, is it the one where you have to do 5 quests and 10 quests and then 15 quests and then do some other stuff? I've tried to do those. I just don't know what I'm doing, so I don't know what I need to do. Okay, yeah, I can do the quest things, the easy part. I don't know what to do for the rest. So what happens if you have no more quests to do? Like, what if you did all the quests? I thought I could do that. Oh, okay. So there's okay. So you're not stuck. Okay, so we have that hooked up. Oh, geez. I'm just waiting for people to kind of go crazy when they bring out, what is that, update 46 or whatever coming. Isn't that coming up here soon? We can start picking like your subclasses. Come on. Oh, I know. That's I can imagine. Shoot, this is where I'm kind of stuck. Cause okay. Okay, so if we do wait, theory crafters? What wait, what? Oh. Yep, I just read that. Oh, geez. I don't. Would it really be fun for them? I wonder. I don't know if this is gonna work. It won't work. Dang it. We can't do character. Oh wait, character movement. Not character movement either. I mean, if it's, or, I mean, if ain't my, oh, okay, yep. It isn't your thing, but I ain't gonna yuck someone's yum. Jeez. I've never heard that before. Sounds something like a buddy of mine would say, though. Or it must. Yeah, I didn't know you could min-max the game. I mean, not to the point of like Oblivion or something, where, or at least the old school Oblivion, where a lot of people would be like, hey, you know, I want to raise strength, so I need to raise 10 points into any of the strength items so that I can get my 5 points of strength. Like I did that. It wasn't fun. It was kind of annoying after a while. I don't know what a functional test is. Oh, I see that. Hang on. No, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't know that you could, like, it would really matter too much, because a lot of the stuff I was looking at, it's like, hey, do you want to use, you know, your magicka instead of your stamina for this skill? You know, because hey, I'm doing like a more of a stamina build, so I want to make sure I use stamina over, you know, magicka. I didn't really know it would increase like damage and stuff. So yeah, basically I'm trying to figure out oh, I know where it's at. It's here. Events. This. I'm just trying to figure out how, because I don't want jog or run to be part of this. I mean, I guess you could have it. No, you can't, because you're gonna cut it off at. Let me think. If you add a run, then you're gonna go into the animation. I don't want to go into the animation unless I hit a certain speed, which can only be hit if you hit shift. So that's why I'm kind of curious on this, because I can't, because it wants you to have some sort of, hey, I need to find something. Hey, am I running? Well, I can't really just do that because there's no variable for are you running, so I have to create one, which I might be able to do. Blueprints. Yeah, this is. I'm not sure. My brain hurts. My brain hurts. There we go. Yeah, brain hurts. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing some ESO tomorrow, and then if more people come in and want to do something else, I'll probably switch. The max walk speed's fine. We'd want to go back down to this, but I'd want to increase. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's actually, Grunk's usually kind of good. That gives me some good ideas. How do you implement run its own state machine? Go walk jog. I'm probably myself. You have training gear and XP. I have XP boost. I do have that. I don't have any training gear though. I'd have to look into that. Okay, so this needs to be edited a little bit. There we go. 25 articles. Okay, so what do we got? What is this? Oh, it's Unreal Forms. Hopefully there'll be something good in here. But yet I don't even know how to make anything. I know how to, well, that's a lie. I know how to make equipment. I don't know how to do anything other than make the equipment. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing with my Arcanist. Because I heard that they're pretty good. I mean, there is some issues, but Okay, so that works. That's what I have. But the issue is, okay, yeah, I'll have to run over. I know it's in Morrowind, but I'm not sure what would be a good idea to use. I'm guessing since, I mean, would I need a sword and shield, or, you know, sword, axe, mace or something in a shield, or do I not need a shield and I could just run with armor? So that's what I'm not sure of. So I gotta blend space, define state. So I need, what are these? These are what I need. How do I create is running? Okay. Now probably, I don't know if I might switch over during the week to do more game dev stuff, and on the weekends do more gaming to kind of help level my people up, and or just kind of have some fun with everybody, or what exactly? Because the weekends give me more time to look into things too, so I don't have to, like right now I'm kind of looking into how to do this, and I'd rather do that, you know, on the weekends, you know, when I'm not streaming, to try to figure it out. So, but this is interesting. There's, yeah, I know. It is a learning experience, very true. So we do have a lot of this stuff set up though. So I wanted to run, right? So we have, you know, our max walk speed increase. So when we hold shift down, right? So we're running and we hold shift, you can see me running. No issues there. That's completely fine. I have an animation that I want to use, and that's kind of where I'm stuck. Ooh, excuse me. Here. So I have this animation. This is run animation I created a blend space for, which I probably didn't need to do that. I probably could have just done just fast run and put this here. Oh, okay, for that. Never mind. Go, but it's easier to go with the flow when you have some training gear setting in your, yeah. Very true. The only downside though is, like, won't you level out of it fairly quickly? Okay, so we have the animation. I just don't know how to do the, because that's what I was trying to do. So, oh, okay. Can you upgrade equipment, I wonder, to like the next levels, or is that not something? Is that just not something? And press set true. I don't think there's like an if. I don't think there's like an if statement. So how would I do this? Ground speed equals, there's greater than, it's greater than 1,000. Since I have it at 1,200, we can check this, see if this works. So that, okay, so if we go back in, and then if we go from here this way, if ground speed, if this works, I'll be happy. It worked. Is less than 1,000, because we'll switch. We can switch this. later. I can add a whole other variable, so I'm not really too worried about it. So if we do this, oh, it works. It works. I gotta loop it. Hang on. Oh, we got it, guys. Kinda. I have a set of level 10 training gear, then that stays on until 50. Holy crap. Is that, I mean, does it still work really well? Because I usually just switch it out because I'm like, hey, this one's higher level, so I'm gonna use this one instead. Oops. I don't think the loop is here though. Loop animation. We could try it. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so looping that's not the right loop. Oh, loop animation. There we go. You only need the training traits to work. Oh, okay. Hey, we got the running animation working. I'm kind of actually happy about that. That was a wild guess out of left field. Oh, we don't have jump associated. Okay. So now we want to connect. So here we can do this. Run. So if we do this, and we jump. Jump. I don't know if it's too fast or not. I'm looking at the ground and where the feet hit to see if he's sliding. You could probably slow it down a little bit. But hey, got that working. That's a wild guess. And then I set it up so we can jump too by using this alias. That's why I clicked here for basically it's instead of running a line here up to the jump, this alias allows me to like click any other ones. Oh shoot, we're in an ad. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to get some jerky. But thank you. But basically what I did here, this alias, instead of running a line up from this run to this jump start, allows me to click the alias and be like, hey, you know, these are the ones that are connected to jump start, so I don't have to run the line. Kinda, so it allows you not to have to watch ads. Okay. Yeah, I'm the same way. I try to stop doing stuff so that if people are watching, then yeah. But yeah, I try to stop with all my stuff so then I can allow whoever is an ad that they can come back and watch. Okay, so we actually got run working. I'm kind of happy. It does take a little bit to start. Okay, so if we switch it, you want to know why? I think I know why. If it is greater than, what's our run set to real quick? We'd look at our walk speed. It's set to 400. So if I put 401, it should be a little quicker. Because it takes a little time because of the acceleration. So oh, Cat, what are you doing, my friend? What are you doing, my friend? Hello, how are you? But anyways, if we go to acceleration, I'd have to increase this. I don't want to increase that. And the cat is literally right in front of my keyboard. What are you doing, my friend? What you doing? Don't eat any of my cords. You eat my cords, you get down. Oh my god, he's gonna be laying right in front of my keyboard. Kitty, all right, I'm gonna have to move you, bud. Come here. Come here. Get down right here. There you go. Lay down on that. You're fine. It's his favorite thing, my guitar case. Or my bass guitar case. I do need to buy a new guitar case, though. So we were saying it was 400, so if we switch... Everyone likes cats on the internet. Yeah. He's a little pain in the butt, though, sometimes. It's fun to mess with him, though, as in, like, we have... So I live in a house that has, like, is what I call a quad level. So you walk into the house, and you walk into the kitchen and the dining room. Then there's a stairway on the left side, so you have to walk in a little bit to get to the stairway that goes upstairs, that has 3 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs, or you can go downstairs. Downstairs has a bathroom, another bedroom, and our living room, and then you can go into the basement, which has, you know, all the basement stuff. I forget where I completely forget where I was going with that, but that's how my house is set up. Yeah, I don't remember where I was going with that. I completely, like, it just ran completely out of my mind. Oh, so basically, the 2 stairs going up and down, so he'll be upstairs, and we have, like, he likes to lay in cardboard, so we have a little cardboard box for him upstairs, and I mess with it, so I'll start hitting his little tab that, like, you know, that you can close it with, you know, and then he'll come up and run and start swatting at me, and then I'll, like, get down and I'll hide, and then he'll, like, I kind of pop up real quick, and then he'll hide, and then I kind of, like, pop up my hand real quick. I just mess with him. But he has, I mean, he does have his, I've been trying to clip his nails, but he's usually pretty gentle. Like, he doesn't, like, scratch me, like, on purpose. Oh, there, yeah, you see how fast it picks it up a lot. It's almost as soon as I click the button, because it doesn't have to accelerate to that 1000 I had it set to. So that is perfect. So that will work. I can actually set up if we do a new, so a new variable, so we're going to name this max, so we'll name it max walk speed. It's going to be a float, and then we can set that or is it integer? No, because that's the same thing. Dang it. It should be, it's float's fine. What is this? Allows setting the maximum minimum base of the slider, the variable, the range. I don't, it's just 401 to 401, I guess. If I do that and then I put this in here. So let's see if this works. Did it work there? It doesn't work. Okay. That's not gonna work. I thought you could just, oh, right here. So here. Default value 401. There we go. So if I put that there, this should work. So running. I think it's running too fast though. We can switch it. This one. Here we go. Look at this. We are all set. It's hard to tell with them running if he's going too fast. So if I need to, so we can go in and mess with this. We can do this to maybe 900, not 9,900. Oop. Compile. I don't know. I think 900 might be fine. So if the max we can go is this fast, and then we switch over to this. I don't know. We'll have to look more into it, I guess, and figure out if that's right. He's just down there now. He's just licking his leg. Okay, so if I go here. Yeah, so basically what we would do with these is we'd have the water level be up to where the guy's shoulders is. So I'm gonna have to add another thing into my where's it at? There we go. So things to finish. So we got that done. This is done. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. So this is done. To figure out really. That's done. So then we want to do setting up dodge. So we might want to look at rolling dodge, and then kind of like a hoppy dodge. And jump dodge, which is you jump and dodge. And then so then we also need to look at getting climb set up, and then getting swim set up, because we might want to do that. Because like I said, since we're in this area right here, so let's say we were in an area where we have these trees, we would want to make sure that we could probably have to swim, because walking like at shoulder length might not be the best thing to do. So we'd probably want to set it up so that we would swim instead. Because if you look, it looks like it's darker down here. So if we look, it looks like it's pretty much right here where the water would be. Okay, so we got that done. How long I've been on for? Been on for about 2 hours. I do need to go grab some lunch too here in a little bit. So out of curiosity, what is anybody else thinking that we should kind of look into? I don't want to expand this too big, but those are definitely what I want to do is dodge, climb, and swimming. So if you guys have anything else, let me know. I can look into it. I don't want to make it too big, but I will definitely look into it. So for maybe in another game that I make after this one, I could, so I know double jump was one, but I don't think it'd be good for this type of game I'm doing. Climb. This would include climbing on everything, this is like Breath of the Wild. Then you'd want to do ladders. Should be pretty easy to do, I would think. So I don't know if I want to add those. I was thinking hanging and pulling up. Okay, so we have that done. Okay, but yeah, so dodge right now is, I thought we wanted to do. Okay, so we can select a new one. Okay. So this is what I'm not sure. I thought, like, man, let me. Let's delete this. So I thought what happened was in our animations, we have a dodge. So we have, oh, we don't have all the dodges, do we? Okay. So the good thing is we do have the dodges right here. Animations. Okay, so you have in place and you have root, and I like the in place ones just because the root motion one, or when your root means it's moving, have had issues. I'm not sure how to make it not do, to make it do what I want it to do. Root, in place, roll back in place. Okay, so in place. I don't know why I'm doing this. I need to go in here and select the dodge folder. And then goes right there, so we'll put that in here. Oh, in place. There we go. If I select all these, we do a retarget animation. Like I said, this is me just trying to get it all working. Eventually, I will have to set it up so I have, I will have to retarget it again to select the characters I want to use. And for this game, I'm only going to do two. It would be, we're going to have, well, hang on. It's a lot more, I guess, complicated than I'm thinking. In place. We'll just grab all these. If we do animations, dodge, export. Because I'm trying to like be more inclusive as well, so I can't really say, you know, male and female because there's more, I guess, genders. So I'd want to. I don't know what to call them. I mean, I don't know. So I have to figure that out, basically. You know, be who you want to be. And unfortunately, I can't also, because the issue is with the animations I'm using, I didn't make them. They're made by someone else. And in order for me to be able to have it where someone can design the character how they want it, I'm not going to be able to do that. That's at least right now. I'd have to figure out how to do that. Yeah, I'd have to figure out how to do that. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that too much because that's a very politicized thing, and I don't want that to be here at all. So, like I said, I'm just trying to be inclusive to everybody. So, whether, you know, That's why I was working on with our inputs. For example, I should say it should add. So if we go to our inputs, I might not have added. Oh, I did. So I have, you know, the thumbsticks, right? I'm also need to figure out how to incorporate more of the mouse as well. For people like I guess stream team leader, she has MS, and she can play ESO, which is why she plays ESO a lot. Okay, so sorry, I was eating. The easiest way is to not have a gender option and allow all options, masculine or feminine, and a character creator. Yeah, but that's going to be very hard. That's why I was only going to have like a very few options, because I mean, I don't own the assets. In trying to figure out, like, it costs $30 a month to have it, so because they have a character creator type thing, in order to use that, it's $30 a month, but that includes everything. I can use all their assets for $30 a month. Well, I mean, kind of expensive, you know, to try to figure that. I'd have to sit down, figure out how to do it. Then, yeah, it'd just be very hard to figure out how to do that until I move over to, actually really neat, Ready Player Me. I think, yeah, it's Ready Player Me. Yeah, no, but if it's a pre-made character, then, you know, I just don't want people to get upset, because I mean, I would have only a couple options, and then if that's something that they don't, you know, want, then I'm like, all right, well, I'm not, you know, I just don't want people to get mad about something that I have no control over. Pretty much. But until I can use this is actually kind of neat. So pretty much you can use this. I think it's Unreal 5.4, so you can, I think I'm signed up. So basically it's like a giant, okay, I don't know how to navigate their site anymore. It's a giant thing where you can customize like all your character assets, all your characters, I should say. But it's for, I'm using low poly, so doesn't use low poly. But yeah, I was thinking just pre-made characters, just giving out a couple, and I guess having them, you know, one, because like here, I'll show you what I have. I don't have a whole lot, because I could think so people are gonna get mad. Dark people adore getting where you can is a great thing, but don't hold yourself trying to. Yeah, true. Because all I really have is, I can show you. Hang on, like meshes. These are all I have. Damn it. So you got a soldier, a bartender, a blacksmith, a fairy, fortune teller, headsman, a hermit, a jester, a king, a mage, a merchant. So I mean, you could tell that's why I'm like, this is all I have. So that's all I have to work with. But there is one set I do want to buy. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. Or on Humble Bumble. It's like the goblin, there's some goblin set that they have that I'm waiting for to use as the enemies, and then I can go in and kind of like how in Zelda where they changed the color, I was thinking of doing the same thing. So as you go into different areas of the map, and you're like getting not necessarily leveled up, because there will be no levels, But as you get better gear, you know, you can go into those areas. But yeah, so this is, like I said, this is pretty much all I have. I mean, you could tell it's, so. Like I said, is what it is. People can get mad. Not much I can do. I mean, this is what I have to work with. But yeah, I'm not using these right now because I'm slowly working on getting a template down, and then I'll expand and then add things to it as we go. Okay, so we have, oh yeah, what was I looking? I was looking up something. Was I looking up dodge? Trying to figure out how to do dodge. I don't have dodge. Okay, so do I not have dodge? Why is there so many? Game input actions, system input actions. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. Dang it. Let's just go open up the crouch. I don't know where it's at. So the fun begins. So I messed up a little earlier. So I have 2. So I need to delete 1. So I know it's under game. Then there's the input, and then under here there's input as well. So I don't know which one I want to do. So let's delete the input from the game and leave the system input. If it breaks stuff, it breaks stuff. So here we go. Let's see if it broke stuff. Play. It did not break anything. Okay, good. So what happened is I was working on a different project yesterday when we were working on all this. I'm like, well, let's just try to import, like move it over. That was a bad idea. So yeah. So it looks like it's all good though. Input action. So we do have jump dodge. And if we look in here, we should have dodge. I set to V. I thought that would be a good one to use because I could still use my 3 fingers for WASD instead of having to use like my ring finger to reach down to Z. So I can use my thumb to hit V as I move around. So what we could do. Okay, so this is, we can collapse the function. So we'll set this new function as set run speed, and then collapse the function set back to walk speed. There we go. So this is done, and that's yeah. We have that. Do we have look, move, jump, crouch, run, and then we'll do IA dodge. So we want, I think we want it here. I gotta text my daughter real quick to see what she has prom tonight. And her mom's car is kind of like how my car was, where I had to spend like $2,000 to get a water pump, have it installed, get the crossover for the water pump. I also did fuel injector stuff because that needed to be done. And then fuel injector, then we had something else. Oh yeah, so it's actually no, it's May. Like they graduate at the end of May, I think. So that's what she graduates, is that coming up. And she does not have her license yet, so I told her, "Hey, let me know. We can go driving." And she's like, I'm just going to go take it and just like wing it." I'm like, "Go for it, man. Just go." Cuz you're just going to she's like, "I can't parallel park, but I'm going to wing it." Kid. But yeah, it's tonight. Let me see what time she wanted to get there, though. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so a lot of, I mean, like if you're in like bigger cities, having a car really is kind of pointless. You can get a bike. A lot of the bigger cities, you know, Chicago, New York, LA, have bike lanes and stuff that they can use. So I mean, actually having something like that is, like I said, I completely understand it's kind of pointless. Because I mean, trying to get like in Chicago, having a place to park your car, from what I hear, is super expensive. I think it's like hundreds of thousands, I think, or tens of thousands at least. So yeah, that's a lot. And I mean, I lived out in the woods. It sucked. I biked everywhere except in the winter, and that was most of the year. Oh yeah. I was lucky enough. So my mom, when I was growing up, when I was really young, we were kind of like, my mom couldn't buy a car. So like, you know, my grandparents helped her with getting a car. So I mean, she always had like just the worst POS car that you could possibly have, because that's all she could afford. And that's all, you know, her parents could help her with. And then, you know, she got married and whatnot, and I will wait. Started. So we'll do print string. Okay. Let's check. Yep. All right, perfect. All right, so it is working. But we do have things. I'll grab some more. Just like the last remnants of the bag. All the small pieces. Okay, so we can close this. Man, so I mean, okay, we're good. So I'm sitting here just trying to think. Oh, yeah, so I didn't finish. So like, so we lived in a trailer, which my mom couldn't fully afford either, and you know, buy food and stuff. So a lot of times, you know, she was able to, you know, pay for the trailer, and then, you know, my grandparents would help out some with the food. When I was growing up, I had a lot of pancakes, and I do not like pancakes anymore, or as much. The funny thing is, I like waffles. So, you know, pancakes are basically waffles with like little holes in them, or little divots in them. And I don't mind them as much now. I usually will make like a sandwich with them. So I take pancakes, eggs, bacon, put a little bit of syrup on it, you know, make a little sandwich. So I don't mind them as much now, but when I was a kid, I hated them so much because it was like 2 meals a week at least was pancakes for dinner. Yeah. So and then eventually, like when I turned I was not yet quite 10, she got married to someone. Well, she had no idea what they did. You know, she wasn't really the type of person to look at what someone did, you know, to see how much money or anything like that. Come to find out, you know, she found out later, you know, he's a cardiologist. So yeah. So then after that, it was still, I mean, you know, he's not, I mean, horribly strict, but you know, he had, hey, you know, this is what you're gonna do because it's your responsibility. You know, I want to make sure he's just trying to make sure I had, like, took responsibility for things, you know, cutting the grass. I also did the you know, I took the garbage out. If it snowed, I would do all the plowing of the driveway. You know, whatever needed to be done that I was supposed to do, I did. But yeah, so he, unfortunately, he passed away in February, at the end of February. Yeah, he was, what, 88? It'd have been 89 this year, so yeah, so my mom's kind of like everywhere, so yeah, he's, even though he wasn't my biological father, he, you know, he took me in and he treated me like a son, so that's, you know, all I can really say. You know, and so it took me a little bit to start calling him dad, but eventually I did because of that. So oh yeah, that's what I had to use until I had to use a shovel too. Our driveway was maybe 100 feet until he decided to buy a plow for the tractor. So we had just a normal little tractor for mowing that he would then he would take the mowing part off and he'd put the plow on, and I'd eventually start using that to plow. But I still had to use he was very particular when it came to removing snow. You couldn't drive the tractor out with the plow until you had 4 feet or so roughly from the garage door out, plowed by shoveled by hand. So you had a place to turn around and stuff, because he did not want you to drive on the snow, because then it just became a pain in the butt. And he made me like, if there was any snow on the driveway, I had to go out there and remove it. So if I were to go over the snow, let's say, I had to then, try to use the plow to get it. And if the plow didn't work, I had to shovel. And if the shovel didn't work, I had to use, it's like a little ice scraper with a flat blade. I had to use that to get the snow off, because he didn't want snow on the driveway. And then I had to salt it too. So that was by hand though. I had to salt it all by hand. Wasn't too bad, but he was, like I said, he was pretty particular on things. But the dodge does work. So when we were playing, I hit the V button and you can see dodge pressed. So it's working. So this works. So now I need to figure out how to, as tractors are fun. As a kid, once in a while I would get to drive an old Alice Chalmers model that was probably from the 50s, big orange jobber. What? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, like the old tractors. All right. Actually, it reminds me. So I need to start playing my farm sim. I might do that later today, and then start working on a video. Because I really enjoy it. It's a super fun, relaxing game, in my opinion, at least. And then post that on YouTube. I still need to do that. I've just been kind of like lackadaisical on it. I still got to go through. I need to find. I mean, I don't have a license, but they would let you use them for. Well, as long as, usually if you're going between fields, I don't think you really had to have a license. But if you're driving, you know, a semi, you did regardless, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to figure this out. Because I'm not sure how to do this dodge. There's a couple ways you can do it, I know. So if we were to go into our animations and into the dodge, each of these are, you know, dodge backwards, left, right, you know, your 8 directions. And I think each of those would go into a animation montage. And then based on the direction you're moving, it would tell you, hey, you need to use this animation montage. But I don't know how to do that right now, so I'm gonna have to go look into that. And like I said, I do need to go eat lunch. It is like 2 p.m. here. So I need to go at least get some sort of light lunch. So is there anybody knows that's streaming right now that we can go to, or? Yeah, I was thinking of going to Potbelly. I almost never come here anymore. YouTube has claimed me. Oh no. That's not good. I usually kind of get stuck on Facebook Reels, and then I'm like, wait, I'm watching Reels. I'm gonna go watch YouTube Shorts. Let us go over there. I'm not. I mean, is there anything anybody specifically likes to watch? At least I got a ton of people doing different things. I don't see anybody playing ESO though. I got a lot of people doing, like, there's software game dev, which I have a lot of people doing. Some Elder Scrolls, the new one that just came out. Actually, we can go over to, I mean, I'll raid over to Red Jedi Knight. He usually stops in and kind of lurks, but we can go over to him. So on YouTube, I'm gonna end stream, so I will see you guys probably on Monday on YouTube, maybe, or Tuesday. I don't know for sure. We'll figure that out. But bye YouTube, bye. There and there. So YouTube is